naturopath from Canine Vitality, and welcome back to my channel, Happy Healthy Dogs, where I provide solutions for your dog's health issues and help them live a longer, healthier life naturally. Now today, I wanted to tell you a little story about myself. Now it started around 30 years ago, just when I was about the age of 21. I just finished off a music degree at uni and I was kind of drifting. I'm not really sure what I wanted to do with my life. I was going between a couple of part-time jobs and just sort of not really sure where I was headed. Now, it was around this time I remember starting to feel unwell. I couldn't really put my finger on what was wrong. I just know I wasn't right. But the one thing I was really struggling with back then was fatigue. I just couldn't get enough sleep. I was waking up feeling like I'd been hit by a bus and just going through the day in a bit of a daze. So I thought I probably should go to my doctor and see if he could, help figure this out. I really had no idea what was going on. Now, he didn't actually have any answers for me initially, so I started to go to other doctors. Eventually, one doctor did take a blood test. Yes, the others hadn't bothered and I hadn't asked. And it had showed that I'd suffered from glandular fever and was now in what was called chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, back in those days, not very much was known about chronic fatigue syndrome. And honestly, most doctors didn't really recognise it as a true syndrome, and they certainly didn't really know what to do about it either. Now, by this time, I'd been going back and forth to doctors for about 6 months. I was very frustrated. But despite them telling me I had this syndrome, chronic fatigue, no one had given me any clues as to really what to do. Now, the final straw came for me one day when I thought, I'm going to try one last doctor. And unfortunately, this doctor told me that this was probably just all in my head and there was really nothing more I could do about it. Now, that was truly a defining moment for me in my life. I remember going home that day, sitting in my bedroom on my bed with so many emotions just running around in my head. I sat crying on that bed for a long time with feelings of anger, frustration, fear, and hopelessness kind of all mixed together, just going round and round. But as the tears started to subside and I sat there, I made a decision that day within myself that I would find an answer to this, even if the doctor said there wasn't one. I was so determined that there must be something out there I could do that would help me, start to heal. And from that day on, I started seeking out the help of natural practitioners, even though back then I didn't really have much of an understanding about natural medicine. Now, eventually, I was able to start to heal through their help, and this really inspired me to go on and study naturopathy and to work with both humans and animals over the next 30 years. So, what does that have to do with your dog and their health problems? Well, actually, it's got quite a lot. I'm wondering if there are some of you out there right now that have a dog that's got some sort of an ongoing recurrent health problem, and you have recently been to your vet, or maybe for a second, third, or maybe multiple visits, and your vet has said to you that, there's really nothing more we can do to help your dog. Now, I know that in certain situations this is absolutely true, especially in cases of end-stage cancers and some of the other very serious conditions like that. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is to let your dog cross that rainbow bridge peacefully. But what about all the other dogs out there that are suffering from some sort of a chronic disease, maybe a skin allergy, autoimmune diseases, joint problems, ear infections, seizures, digestive problems, etc. And maybe your vet has just kind of run out of ideas. Now, as a dog owner myself, I know just how frustrating and also frightening this can be. Firstly, there are all the emotions of frustration and anger associated with being told that there are just no more options to help your poor dog who's already suffering. And then there is also that loss of hope and the fear that goes with that. The thought that maybe, just maybe, your dog has to suffer with this problem for the rest of their life with no answer. Look, it's truly depressing. And I know exactly how that feels because I remember feeling exactly that way many years ago when I thought that maybe I might never get well again. But you know what? Today, I actually get really excited when a client comes to me and tells me that their vet has said to them, there's nothing more they can do for them. Why would I get excited? Well, I know something that they don't. I'm really fortunate enough to have learned about the many amazing natural medicines that Mother Nature provides for us for healing all manner of problems, from nutrition, herbs, natural whole food supplements, essential oils, bodywork treatments, and many, many other natural modalities. I know that when most vets tell you this, they are truly unaware of the world of natural opportunities that you've got right at your disposal. Now, I have seen this time and time again with both people and their pets, and I've also had the good fortune of being able to offer options to many of these people that thought they just didn't have any options left. So you know what, guys, if your dog is currently suffering from an ongoing issue and you're sort of feeling like there's just nothing that you can do, or maybe you've just given up hope, maybe it's time that you want to consider a different pathway. There are just so many ways that we can help the body heal without using drugs and the limitations that they bring. So have you really got anything to lose? Think about seeking out a natural practitioner and see how they can help you. It turned my life around 30 years ago, and I know it can do the same thing for your dog as well. So when your vet says there is nothing more that they can do, please don't give up hope. There are answers just around the corner. Well, guys, I hope that you found this message helpful. I know that there are many of you out there that are feeling hopeless, but I hope that this might have inspired you a little bit to maybe change the way you're thinking. So if you liked this post, please don't forget to like, comment or share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell for all notifications on my videos that come out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to hear from you if you've got a story about your dog you'd like to post, or if there's some way you'd like me to help you, please put it in the comments section below and I will respond to you. But until until next time in our next video next week, I look forward to catching up with you then, and have a great week, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.